simulcast and joined in on the freeway looking for the suspect. Spotted the vehicle. The suspect was stopped, pulled over to the side of the freeway, and the officers got out to investigate. At that time, the suspect then accelerated away, and officers initiated a pursuit. The pursuit went on for some period of time, coming up to the area not far from here of Stalker and Obama. In that area, suspect then looped around and came back to this location. I believe that was broadcast on your channels. The suspect then ended the pursuit down here by pulling in behind a white apartment complex, parked in the back, got out of the vehicle, walked down the driveway toward the road here west, and the officers then had just approached, they had been in tracking mode, approached the front of the residence, and the suspect in the driveway pulled out two guns, one in each hand, and opened fire on the officers. Officers returned fire, striking the suspect. The suspect was on the ground. The officers went to his location, secured the firearms, administered aid to him, requested a paramedic ambulance, who responded and transported the suspect to a local hospital. In addition, a woman who was a bystander was struck in the arm. That was a non-life-threatening wound. She was also transported to a local hospital and is receiving aid there. It's an ongoing investigation. That's about what I can share with you at this time. I'll entertain any questions, but please understand that that's about as far as we can go at this point.
Chief, do you know how many officers actually confronted the suspect or how many may have actually fired at him?
Yeah, there were. No, I can't tell you the exact number, but there were a number of officers who were at the scene and who were in the line of fire for the suspect and responded.
Is this an unexpected confrontation? They were trying to circle the area that you just came out, both parties obviously fired at each other?
Yeah, that would be how I would view this, based on having seen some of it from the air on a video on the news. The suspect got out of a vehicle, walked around to the driveway, and then toward this street behind me. The officers had just pulled up to the location out front when they saw the suspect. The suspect then removed the weapons and began firing at them. So it was very quick. It was something that, thank God, no officers were injured during this. But this kind of shows just what our officers are facing out there every day, confronting a suspect who's, gonna do what they got to do to try and get away.
Somebody automatic handcuffs on the suspect?
That's my understanding. Yeah.
Hey, Chief, if I may, I'm going to ask you a two-parter. You mentioned that the suspect had fired some rounds. Any idea as to how many rounds he discharged? And then secondly, for people who may not be familiar with the work that you do and they criticize the use of force and they say, why not use non-lethal like beanbags? Can you answer those sort of questions?
No, thank you for that question. Yeah, because that is something that we need to clarify. Once you engage a suspect or come up on a suspect and that suspect is using a deadly weapon against you, you've gone past the stage where less lethal would be appropriate at all. You have to confront the threat with the appropriate countermeasure.
Any idea as to how many shots he had?
Multiple shots were fired. I don't have a number on that. There's a number of casings at the crime scene where the suspect was transported from. A number of officers engaged, so likewise on that side.
Do we know who actually the suspect is?
Yeah, too early for that. We have some tentative ID. They're still working through that to do the background.
Do we know the connection between the suspect and the person who called 911 for help?
Yeah, we don't have that yet. No, that person was on the bus.
And you might have mentioned this. We saw that there are 3 women somehow detained by police. Did you already mention the connection?
No, and we're still trying to figure out the connection.
Were they in the car, the Maserati?
No.
Okay.
No. Okay. All right. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief.
Thank you.
Do you have anybody in Spanish?
Yes, we do.
Not a woman.
¿Listos? Sí, por favor. ¿Da su nombre y su cargo? Buenas tardes. tardes, soy Elpidio Orozco, soy teniente con la Policía de Los Ángeles, de la División Media Relations.
¿Qué nos puede decir sobre el incidente?
Le puedo decir que a hoy como las 12:17 de la tarde, una llamada de violencia doméstica fue puesta a los policías de la División Harbor. Los oficiales encontraron el carro del sospechoso que andaban buscando y los siguieron. El sospechoso estaba siguiendo a una persona en un dash bus, Cuando la policía quiso parar el carro, el tipo se fugó y hubo una persecución. La persecución fue por el 110 Freeway. El sospechoso manejó por el freeway, se bajó en las calles aquí por esta área de Southwest y llegó a rumbos a este lugar tras de mí, que es el 3000 West Boulevard. Cuando se bajó del carro, se fue detrás de un edificio. El sospechoso salió armado con 2 armas y cuando se encontró con los policías, le disparó a los policías. Los policías le disparaban para atrás y fue resultado herido. A esa vez los policías llamaron a una ambulancia, lo transportaron a un hospital local.
¿Nos puede decir a la persona que estaba siguiendo, era una mujer, tenía alguna relación, estaba dentro del autobús?
La persona, todavía no sabemos eso, pero estaba siguiendo a una persona en el bus, no sé cuál fue la relación.
¿Por un incidente de violencia doméstica?
Un incidente de violencia doméstica, sí.
¿Y qué nos puede decir sobre las otras personas que aparecieron detenidas?
No puedo decirles mucho, sé que fueron 2 mujeres, creo que 2 mujeres adultas que salieron a asistir al sospechoso y durante ese episodio una de las mujeres resultó balaceada en el hombro.
¿El sospechoso está fallecido, está en condición?
Yo considero que está en condición crítica, pero no ha fallecido, no.
Se recuperaron 2 armas.
2 armas.
Muchas gracias.
Gracias.
Muchas gracias.
Gracias.